think mining is a great business to be in, a great industry to work in.
I like the lifestyle of mining, I suppose. I like the interaction with a lot of different people in the mining industry.
It's always changing, it's very dynamic, and it's just a good environment to be in.
It's not only about working in a mine, which I've always wanted to do, it's also about the camaraderie and the tight-knit crews and working with a bunch of guys that really looks out for each other.
We like to do things properly, and we see ourselves as professional people working in a difficult industry.
I think you fall in love with it. It's not for everyone, but for me, underground, it just grows on you.
Macmahon's been in existence for 50 years, and during that time we've always focused on earth moving and mining. We've got BHP has been our longest term client, Fortescue, Rio Tinto, Anglo Gold Ashanti, Newmont, Lafarge and Peabody, who's the world's largest private coal producer.
We go about doing our business in a collaborative way for our clients. We get the job done, and that is the reason why our customers choose Macmahon.
It's about having that integrated management team, and you can go out to one of our mine sites and you won't even tell who is the client and who is the contractor.
We offer probably the broadest range of services in the mining industry. We're actually a surface miner, a very proficient one, and have been doing that for many years. And our underground arm, of course, offers a diverse range of services such as raise drilling, cable bolting, shaft sinking, shaft refurbishment. So it's quite a broad range of mine services that are offered through Macmahon.
Iron ore is probably our biggest commodity. We've got coking coal, thermal coal, gold and uranium. We can do underground engineering, train loading on the surface and everything in between.
We have the ability to produce a service which very few people can produce, which is all facets from field service to shutdown crews to engine rebuilds, component changes, fabrication, the list goes on.
Everything from topsoil removal, drill and blast, load and haul, rehabilitation, maintenance services and infrastructure management and water management as well.
We can go in on site and take 3D laser scans of ore transfer systems and run ore flow simulations. These simulations allow us to then design, fabricate and install solutions to bottleneck problems and also high wear areas. And this allows the client to minimise their shutdown times as well as maximise their throughput. We do provide all services underground, from development, production, mining services, vertical development and infrastructure and design. So coming to Macmahon's would be a wise choice in the fact that you can get everything from a single source.
We've also got 2 workshops, one here in Western Australia in Perth and another one up in Queensland at Nebo. So these workshops also provide us with a lot of flexibility in ramping up, because if gear needs to be refurbished before we put it on site, we can do it ourselves and do it very quickly.
We look after all the mobile plant within the surface mining business and the infrastructure part of the business. We refurbish equipment for our clients, as well as a full sandblast and paint facility, and we also have a dedicated wash pad which is built to quarantine standards.
We can handle all sizes of equipment. There's really no limitation to what we can do within our workshops around the fixed plants, and we can deliver on time all the time.
The apprentice scheme that we have is great because it shows the industry how you can do it by being a leader, developing apprentices into future leaders for the business, and I think it's great, you know, working for a business that has that reputation where if you have done your apprenticeship with our business, people want you to work for them.
Dawn Jill is our Indigenous engagement group. Its major focus is training and development, partnering with Aboriginal groups to develop their capacity.
I've been here at Christmas Creek for 11 months now, and at first it was pretty much a shock because I've never been to a mine site. Everything's so big, and in the end you learn a lot of experience, and I love it.
We've deliberately picked our values to build culture. We didn't sit around the boardroom and dream up the values. We went to our workforce. We said, what is the type of organisation you want to work in? What is the type of organisation you think that our customers want to deal with? And then we came up with our 5 values.
In practically every discussion we have, whether it be within our own teams or with the client, safety comes first. Then you go through the rest of our values: teamwork, prosperity, integrity, and environment.
Macmahon are very strong with their company values, and safety is obviously an integral part of one of their core values. That's something that we discuss daily with the crews.
We don't just speak safety, we actually practice it. Macmahon has helped me to become a safety practitioner.
Making sure that our mates get home safe at the end of the day is what we're all about, and if we're not good at that, we're not good at mining.
Our next core value is teamwork. I think there's two aspects to it. One is the internal aspect, where we want all of Macmahon working together as a team. And the second element is making sure that we do have that appropriate level of teamwork with our customers and clients.
Our integrity value is simply about doing what you say you're going to do.
Firstly, internally, it's about how we all work together as a team, and also that relationship between the employees. Now, also with the clients, they take a leap of faith on you when they give you a new job. And again, it comes down to the integrity and trust. And I think Macmahon would always be seen as having that can-do attitude. And if we say we can do something, we do it. Our next value is prosperity. And that really comes down to our three major stakeholder groups. The first is our clients and customers. The key to providing prosperity to them is maximising production from their mines at the same time as minimising the cost. The second key group is our employees. Obviously, we provide prosperity to them by providing secure jobs. We also seek to develop their careers. And finally, our last value is the environment. When it comes to the environment, we are guests in the areas that we're operating in.
We believe that we have a responsibility to do the right thing. Each project, we develop very specific risk registers and management plans to control the impacts. And across our company history, we have never had any enforcement action across any of our mining operations.
The future strategy is maintaining our workload domestically, but also going offshore internationally.
We operate well in the Pilbara, we're operating in the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, in Africa, we're up in Banda Aceh in Indonesia. So I think we've showed that ability we can go anywhere and make a success of it.
We've got a pioneering spirit, I guess is the best way to put it. Much like our founder, who actually built the business by going into places where no one else would go, that's what we like to do. We've got no fear about going into new countries and new environments, irrespective of how harsh the conditions might be.
We're here in the middle of the Gobi Desert, Mongolia. It's cold, it's dusty, it's a harsh environment, it's an extremely isolated environment, but the challenge is what it's all about, because it's what we love to do. We're developing an industry here to world best practice, and that's an opportunity I certainly wouldn't miss.
I'm very happy to be a part of this team, and it makes me proud because we're like a family and we're taking the challenge together and we're making it happen.
I love working with Macmahon. I think it's a great thing to be in Macmahon family.
If you're looking for a partner to work with in the long haul to optimise your business and to drive cost and technology, then I'd say go and talk to Macmahon.
Macmahon's got a very strong culture, and even when you talk to people who've left the business, they still, I think, retain a fondness for Macmahon and its culture. I think the key to it is the pioneering spirit and the can-do attitude, and that's really what permeates through the business.